So guys, we're here because where is my screen? I didn't know I was going to do this stream today. I was kind of feeling it out. It's been something I've been thinking about doing for a while. So as you guys know, well, some of you know, maybe not all of you know. Um, I have been dealing with like really intense bullying in like the content creator space for the last 2 years. Like really, really badly. And it's been really bad for the last year. Like really, really bad. Like we're talking every single day of my fucking life for the last year. If you guys have seen me have emotional breakdowns, which I've had publicly in some cases, because I do actually think there's value in expressing emotions publicly. I think there's a lot of value in showing people that it's all right to have emotions, that it's okay to have ups and downs and highs and lows and goods and bads. I think that that's something that we should normalize, to be honest. I'm a little woke in that aspect of it. Not really, but like I do think that we should show human beings that it is okay to be human beings. I think that we've lost a lot of our humanity in the past several years, and I don't think expressing emotions are bad, but there have definitely been occasions where I've expressed emotions. I've been sad, I've been angry, I've been frustrated, and a lot of times that people have seen me break down, especially in the last year, has been a result of the ongoing, incessant, never ending bullying that I have been experiencing from several people who I will not name in this stream because they don't just fucking deserve to be named. But if you're on Twitter, you know who they are, because it has literally gotten to a point with the bullying where, in order to try to keep some semblance of sanity in this situation, I literally started a Twitter game where every single day, if they don't talk about me, they get a point. If they do talk about me, they reset to 0. And what I'm trying to do is get one of them to at least 30 days without talking about me so that they can break this addiction that they have, because I literally have a mob of people that is addicted to bullying me and harassing me every day of my life. These people are the people that were responsible for me getting permanently banned on Twitter for a month until I finally got them to overturn the ban. These people constantly, every day of my life, try to deplatform me. These people have privately reached out to many members of my community lying about me. These people have tried to break up my marriage. These people have actually tried to break up other people's marriages and blame me on it. These people have doxed 2 of my friends. They've doxed my friends just for being friends with me. They have sent massive shitstorms into the lives of people that have nothing to do with this space, nothing to do with the internet at all. Like that, just because they're friends with me. They actively harass people that support me to try to get them to stop supporting me. And it is constant. It is ongoing. They do not stop ever. And there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do. Well, I could sue them for defamation, and I have consulted defamation lawyers, and that is actually a possibility at some point. The reason I haven't is because I'm pretty sure that one of them is baiting me to try to get me to sue him for defamation. I don't know why. I suspect he wants to use daddy's money to try to cost me a lot of money in suing him, knowing that he personally has no money, and so I would never be able to recoup the expenses that I would spend on a defamation lawyer. But he would spend daddy's money on a defamation lawyer, but daddy wouldn't be held accountable for his judgment against him, which I would absolutely win. I have filed police reports against them. One of them I filed police reports against in multiple countries. Like, it's no joke. Like, it is absolutely no joke. I think I'm in a pretty good place with it now, but there have absolutely been times when I have not been in a good place with it at all. And to be quite frank, seeing the support that these people get in bullying me has been one of the reasons I'm just like, I want nothing to do with this fucking content creator space at all. That's been one of the reasons my content has changed so drastically, and I've been trying to really, really focus down on a niche audience because I want nothing to do with any of these people. People, speaking of Lydia, people ask me why, like, all the time that I haven't been on Timcast or, like, won't go on Timcast. And part of the reason is, like, I've never been invited. Well, I was invited twice and they canceled on me twice. But, like, I don't think I'll be invited. And even if I was, I don't think it's in my best interest to go. And that has nothing to do with them at all. It has to do with the fact that I constantly put up with this bullshit. Now, some people might say, Carlin, why don't you just quit all this stuff if it's really that bad? I've thought about it on many, many, many occasions. I can't even tell you. There have been days where I haven't wanted to get out of bed. I've hated this so much. It has gotten really, really bad at times. The reason I haven't quit is that every time, excuse me, the reason I haven't quit is that every time I talk about quitting publicly, I get so much support from people telling me how much I help them, telling me how much my work means to them, telling me the impact that I've had on their life. And so where I've kind of come to in the situation is I have always thought that I was vaulted down this path for a reason. I didn't know what that purpose was. I think everyone has a purpose. I think some people's purposes are public. I think some people's purposes are private. I don't think any is better or worse than the other. This is not a value judgment. But I do think there was a reason that I ended up in this position. And I know that I am really good at helping people. Not everyone, because I'm not the right person for everyone. I'm not the right coach for everyone. I'm not the right teacher for everyone. And that's okay. Different people can have different teachers. But I do know that for a certain niche segment of the population, I am a really good teacher and I'm a really good coach and I know how to inspire people and I know how to break down things that are complicated into making them pretty easy to understand. And I think that that's really important. And I said it in my book, Actively Unwoke, and I meant it. I really do think that we are in a cultural revolution in this country. I think it's everyone's responsibility to speak up and fight back. And if I've been blessed with having a platform on multiple websites, not just on YouTube, but on Twitter, on Locals, on Gab, on Odyssey, on Rockfin, on Rumble, if I've been blessed with having this platform that allows me to speak to thousands of people every single day, then I have an obligation to use it and to use it to try to inspire people to do something about this cultural revolution because it's not going to fix itself. And one of the things I said in Actively Unwoke is that if you'd ever wondered what you would have done during the civil rights movement or in 1930s Germany, what you are doing right now is what you would have done then. And I've thought a lot about that. I really do believe it's that serious. I think it might be, I really do believe it's on that level. I really do. I'm not saying we're going to have a Holocaust any second. I don't believe that's what it is, but I think the severity of the situation, I think that the scale of the situation is really bad. And I don't want to look back on my life and know that I quit when things got hard. I want to know that I did something. I at least tried to do something and maybe I fail entirely and maybe I am written out of history because the other side wins. And by the way, if the woke left win, we're all going to be written out of history. And ain't no one going to know about us. Um, but I want to look back on my life and know what I tried. Like in my spiritual belief system, it's a little bit like Defending Your Life. Do you guys know that movie Defending Your Life from the 80s? It's a great movie. If you don't know that movie, you should watch that movie. It's an awesome movie. But in Defending Your Life, it's basically like you die and you go somewhere to look over your life and you're judged for what you did in that life. Did you have courage? Did you speak up? Did you succumb to fear? And I don't believe that death is exactly like that, but I think it's a little bit like that. I don't think they're going to send you back or like make any sort of like value judgment about what you did, but I do think that when we die, we do have a life review. We look back on our life, we say, how did we do? What did we learn? I don't think there's any judgment of like you led a good life or like a bad life. I don't think that that exists. Which has gotten me in some trouble. But I do think you look back on your life. And so one of the things I do think about when I'm in situations that are hard is when I die, I have my life review, how will I feel looking back at the decisions I made and what I did, and I think that sometimes I would feel really great, and I think I've made some mistakes. I think everyone makes mistakes. I mean, that's part of what life is. No one spoiler alert, guys, no one leads a perfect life. So, I keep up with this because I think it's a path that I'm supposed to be on for some reason. I don't know what it is, and I think I have things to share with people, and I know I have an audience that's receptive to those things. But sadly, for me, part of the deal is that I have to deal with bullying every single day that I do this. And so there have been a few times when other content creators have spoken up about bullying. And Lauren Southern was one of those people. Lauren Southern was the first content creator that I remember. I mean, maybe there's another one and I just forgot, but Lauren Southern was the first one that really documented like some of the hell that can exist in this space for people doing similar things. Now, Lauren Southern and I are very different people. We're on different paths, we're doing different things, but so many of the things that Lauren Southern said in her amazing documentary, and if you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. She is a wonderful filmmaker, but they resonated with me so deeply. I can't even tell you. And I did a reaction. I did a series of 3 reaction videos to that whole documentary. I think I made a playlist on the channel. You can probably find it by going to the main page on my channel, but I definitely made a playlist. Um, and it really just, I was, I even reached out to her and sent her an email and I said, thank you for doing this because with so many things that Lauren Southern said in her documentary, I had experienced them too, and I thought I was the only one, and I thought it was personal to me, and then I heard this woman saying, "The same thing happened to me and my friends too." And it was really impactful, and it really did make a difference, and it gave me, at a time when it was really, really hard for me, her documentary gave me strength to keep going, and that's the truth. I might not be sitting here doing this right now if it wasn't for Lauren Southern and her documentary. Did she respond? Yes, she sent me a very nice note. She did.